Yo guys, so before this video starts, I also want to tell you one thing. Nobody gives a fuck about your artwork. In this video, I'm going to basically be breaking down to you guys how to communicate value of your creativity and how to sell your creativity. Because if we're being honest, a lot of creatives suck at communicating their ideas and communicating the value of the ideas. We just kind of like expect people to just get it, right? And more often than not, nobody would just get your art. So let's dive into this in this video and let's go. Alright guys, so in this video, right, I'm going to talk to you guys about basically understanding the value of your work and basically how to communicate the value of your work as a creative. Peep my Figma shirt. Anyways, so let's start with the problem, right? The problem is this: creative people feel people should just understand what we do. You know, we're putting like our passion and our energy and our soul into creating this piece of work, whatever kind of work you are creating, right? And you can't just expect people to validate your ideas and just kind of spend money on your ideas and like understand what you're doing and just be like, oh yes, this is some awesome work and I think your work is nice. Here's some cash for your work. It doesn't work like that, guys. In the real world, people exchange money for things of value, right? The whole idea of purchasing is you're exchanging the money, right? This is the money. This is the money. It's being exchanged. So this is money here. It's being exchanged for value. That's how sales happen. So as a creative, you need to think about how to communicate the value of your work. And you're in luck because a lot of people purchase things based on emotions, not based on logic. So I'm going to give you guys some examples. I hope this makes sense and I hope you enjoyed this video. So let's say you happen to be an artist, right? Let's say you're a painter and you paint stuff, right? So you paint artworks. No one will just buy your artwork if they don't know who you are. You aren't like a famous like artist, and if they don't understand your work or they don't know what the work is all about. So I think one mistake a lot of upcoming artists make is they create works that don't have a story behind them, if that makes sense, right? So the whole point of selling art is that people are buying the stories behind those artworks, right? So they see value in the stories behind the artwork. They see value in the artist himself, and they see the potential of the artwork probably increasing in value over time. So it makes logical sense for them to purchase that artwork from the artist at that specific time that they did. If you're an upcoming artist and you just release a body of work that doesn't have any compelling story behind it, and you're new, so like, why should someone purchase your art, right? There's no reason for them to do so because you haven't given them any reason. So I'm going to give you guys some tips based on the artist analogy I just basically broke down for you guys, right? So the tips are basically this, right? If you're going to sell your artwork, you need to understand what's of value to the other person, right? What's of value to them could be in two forms. It could be one, they like the aesthetics of the work, right? So it looks beautiful to them. Two, it could be functional, right? So they want to hang like a painting in their house because of, you know, it fits with their house vibes. Or three, they like the story behind the work and they like the artist and they basically feel like if they purchase this work from you right now, it will appreciate a value over time, like most artworks do. Sorry guys, I have like a dry throat. That's why I have like this mental drops. So yeah. Anyways, so as an upcoming artist, you shouldn't expect like people to just buy your art because you're an artist. You have to kind of nail one or two or three of these examples I just gave. Your art has to have a compelling story. So, my friend Dennis had his first art exhibition in Lagos some while ago. He does the name of the art exhibition was I think Return to the Future, or I've forgotten the name. Remember the Future, I think so, yeah. And there was a whole story behind the exhibition, right? About trying to influence and inspire space age and space explorations by Africans, and he created a whole body of work around that central theme, and there were stories for each piece of work, right? And it was compelling enough for people to want to like purchase it. So if you're kind of struggling to get people to understand the value of your work, you have to get better at communicating your work and telling the story. So another thing I think artists need to learn is how to sell their work as a service, how to sell their creativity as a service, right? So it's not always you need to create art. Art is a little bit more personal, even though you can create art for other people. That's when you're going into the realm of service rendering. You're rendering a service to the other person, right? So you're rendering a service to the other person. So the whole point of the service is that someone is basically paying you to apply your creativity to solve a specific problem for them. And that problem could be, oh, I need you to take a portrait of me. I need you to help me create an artwork for this specific purpose. Or I need you to help me, design this installation for my house. I need you to help me paint my room. I need you to help me make a specific song. This is another easy way to sell your creativity. But then you have to find problems that people have, and then you have to present your work and yourself in a way that you can solve that problem. And this also links back to the problem I said before, which is creative people, we need to improve our communication skills. We need to understand how to speak. We need to understand how to properly communicate the value of our work. All right. So let me just go and touch this one thing just to give us some insight. I've kind of touched about how to communicate the value, but I'll just go a little bit more in depth into how to communicate the value of your work. So the value of your work is basically, in order to understand how to communicate the value of your work, right? You need to first understand what the person finds of value. What's of value to the person who wants to purchase your work. So if the person values a story, like the story of you as the artist and the story about your work, and basically you have to be able to communicate that story to the person or to your audience, right? So you can't just sell a work without a story and expect people who value the story and the emotional, like the feelings, like how they feel, what's the story behind this work, right? That's what leads people to buy. If someone is buying because they want an installation in their apartment, they could come and see your work and then basically ask you, hey, could you like expand this work to like a bigger size in my room or something like that? You have to be able to ask them questions, right? So the key thing of understanding the value to the other person is that you have to ask them what's of value to them, and they will tell you what's of value to them, and then you just have to communicate that, oh, you're in a position to deliver this value to them. So that's just a very brief breakdown. I don't want this video to be too long, but summary, like all creative people basically have to understand that one, we have to learn better how to communicate, because that's like, if you're going to be a creative, right, more often than not, you be a freelancer, you be like working on your own time, working with different people from all over the world. So understanding how to communicate and how to handle the pressures of communicating, it's not really pressure if you know how to do it properly. Being able to explain your intent clearly, is very essential, especially when you're working with clients. Being able to understand what the client's needs are or what your customers' needs may be, and being able to communicate back to them that you understand their needs and you can deliver on it creatively, because that's what you can do. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I really hope it was. I didn't want to make a video today, but I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to record and post another one. So if you like it, give me a like and let me know what else you want to hear about in the comments below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.